Every work of fiction must have a moral, that is, some sort of lesson at the end of which the audience can learn from, and it is by so many critics that I've been accused of having never written such a work of fiction, and so I've decided to put these petty allegations to rest by telling a story having a moral so painfully obvious that it's even in the title of the story itself. This is the story of my friend Toby Dammit.
Dammit, what are you doing? What are you doing in here, old friend? What am I doing? What are you doing? I've heard word that you've been drinking and gambling again. And smoking, lest we not forget, and we both know that I never stopped. Point taken, but regardless, I thought that we both discussed you ceasing such dreadful habits. Old friend, we've been over this. We both know that it's all I've ever known, and it's all that makes me happy anymore.
Yes, it is true that my good friend Toby Dammit had succumbed to such malignant habits at a young age. He grew up making bets for the most mundane things and practically demanded to be fed whiskey from his sippy cup at the age of 4. But his ways were not entirely his fault, but a result of his mother not knowing the innate scientific nature of discipline by hand. Now, Toby's mother would beat Toby at any time that she caught him doing anything even remotely immoral, which, if you couldn't tell, was quite often. But the poor woman had the ailment of being left-handed. You see, the world rotates from right to left, right to left. When Toby's mother was beating him, she was doing it from left to right, left to right. In order for a beating to be successful, it must reciprocate the world's right to left rotation, and since Toby's mother did not do that, she was effectively beating the bad into him.
It got to the point that all Toby wanted to do was make bets. He went around making bets over the most mundane things. Didn't matter what it was, he wanted to bet over it. And it wasn't really the fact that he was making bets that seemed off, it was how he did it. He always had this phrase that he would use. He'd always say, "I bet the devil my head." Oh, I bet the devil my head we haven't got any chocolate pudding snack packs. All we have is Jello, what's up? I bet the devil my head I can make this shot without even looking. Nailed it. Toby got worse and worse as the days went by, and refused any help that I tried to give to him until one day I just gave up. Which I now kind of regret doing, because if I hadn't given up on my friend, then he probably wouldn't have died such a dog's death that he did.
I requested that he stop making bets around me, and that was that. But one day I caught him preparing something that seemed precarious, so I ventured to find out what it was.
What are you doing, damn it? You don't have to swear at me to get my attention. Yeah, that was funny. Like the 7th time that you said it, 9 years ago. Well, if you must know, I'm preparing to make this jump. Jump? What jump? Alright, so I'm gonna get a running start, and then I'm gonna run and dive through that opening and land safely at the heap at the bottom of it. Come on, Toby, you can't make that jump, you'll break your neck. All right, come on now. I bet you I can do it. Toby, we've been over this. No. I bet the devil my head I can do it.
I'll take that bet.
Oh, really? And who, friend, please, this is between this old man and I. Very well.
Take a few steps back, then count to 3 and make your jump.
Oh yeah, man!
Toby prepared to make the jump. He took 3 steps back and waited for the man to count to 3. He took off, and I was certain that he was going to make it, but then I noticed that his shoe was untied. And with a mighty trip, he came tumbling down.
Oh, damn it, are you alright? Sir, please.
I turned to that mysterious man for help, but he was nowhere to be found. To add to the list of things that were nowhere to be found was Toby's head, which I couldn't find anywhere. I arranged a ridiculously expensive funeral for my friend, but no one even attended it. I sent to his mother to have the funeral bills paid, but she refused. So, to cover the expenses, I had Toby's body dug up and sold it as dog's meat. Let this be a lesson to all of us. Never bet the devil your head.